let's get started. Tonight we're going to talk about fossil fuels and where they're headed. And a particularly interesting and vibrant topic these days with things going on in the natural gas world, and you're going to hear a fair amount about that, things going on in the coal world. I don't know if we're talking about oil. Okay. And you have three really remarkable speakers, one of whom is on his way from the airport. To your right is Michael Jesanis. I first met Mike when he was, I think, the CFO of New England Electric, one of the large utilities here in New England. He eventually became CEO of National Grid, which owned New England Electric and a bunch of others. And Mike and I started our career together working on energy efficiency in the utility industry in New England Electric, and then National Grid became clearly the best of breed in terms of utilities doing energy efficiency here in New England. Mike stepped down from National Grid a couple of years ago, and he and I have been colleagues working on a variety of energy and energy efficiency related issues over the past number of years, and I think you're going to find his perspective on where the gas industry in particular is going particularly interesting. He's on the board of one of the big national natural gas companies, as well as involved in a variety of other energy issues. Cutler Cleveland, Professor Cleveland is a professor in the Earth and Environment Department at BU, where he's been for more than 2 decades. He's the editor-in-chief of the Encyclopedia of Energy, which all of you should have on your bookshelf, obviously, and it's only $2,000 to get it. And he's an expert on energy and energy transitions. And since we're in a major energy transition these days, I suspect that will be very interesting to hear his views. And then the last person, as I said, on his way from the airport is Jonathan Perez. Jonathan is a lawyer at the Conservation Law Foundation. He's based in the New Hampshire office. He heads their work on natural gas. I was the president. I had the pleasure and honor of being the president of the Conservation Law Foundation for 25 years. We had an extraordinary array of advocates there, some of whom you have seen earlier in this course, Stephanie Pollock, for instance. But I will say that the current collection of advocates at CLF is the best ever, and Jonathan is one of them, and he will talk to you about their views on where the natural gas conversation needs to head in this country over the next 25 years. So with no further ado, I'll hand the mic over to Michael Jesanis, and we'll go from there.